Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jing Lian. I'm a registered nurse in Ontario, Canada, and I work with complex mental health patients. So today I'd like to share with you about trauma therapy. Back in 2016, I went to Florida to learn trauma therapy with one of the best trauma therapists, and her name is Judy Crane. Before I went there, I didn't even know I had any trauma. So I thought I just went there to equip myself so I can help my patients more effectively. When I was there, everyone was asked to draw a trauma egg. So you need to kind of draw everything happened to you that was traumatic even before you were born. Say, for example, the threat of abortion. That would be one good example. So when I present my trauma egg, by the way, I came from China. So my trauma egg shocked every therapist in that room. So that was quite an enlightening moment for me. From there, I started this trauma healing journey. So in general, trauma is any kind of life event that kind of have negative impact on people's lives. For example, separation and divorce would be one. And also when children are very little, and they were separated from their parents, and that could be one. And the big events would be earthquake, wars, and then small event, even like went to elementary school, that could be traumatic for little ones. So think of the stress response we had when we had trauma. For example, if now we have a tiger running toward us, and then we started to have different reactions. For example, we can fight with a tiger, and we can flight. That means we run away from the tiger, or we can be frozen. That means we didn't know what to do with the tiger. And then last one would be fawn. We try to please and try to play with the tiger. And by the way, people usually call that Ptsd. So that means post-traumatic stress disorder. So the three categories of traumatic symptoms would be, the first is dysregulation, which means every part of your body can mess up. We're dysregulated, so nothing is normal, which is really awful for people to go through. The second category of traumatic symptom is dissociation. For example, a lot of people who've been through traumatic event when they were children, say for example, incest or any kind of abuse, they would say they couldn't remember anything about the traumatic event, and it was kind of blank for them. So even when they talk about any kind of related event, they would fall asleep. So that's kind of the signs of dissociation. Basically, they're just detached from anything related to their childhood or the traumatic event. So the third category of traumatic symptom is disconnection. When people been through traumatic event, they started to get disconnection from themselves and from other people because they got hurt so badly, and it is very hard for them to have deep connection with people, human beings, including themselves. So they're very isolated, and also they don't have much support system. So I recently found this book. It's called Trauma Treatment Toolbox. So it was written by Jennifer Swinton, who is a very good psychologist, and she's a PhD from Stanford University. So she has about 165 brain-changing tips, tools, and handouts to kind of move the therapy forward. So it started with the basic neuroscience of trauma, and then kind of share with you what you can do, like little things you can do to kind of help you to regulate yourself and help you to have contact with the reality and other people, and also build the meaningful connection. So I would highly recommend it if you want to seek some help for trauma therapy. And I share this book with my patient, and we kind of go through them together. So if you're interested in learn more about trauma therapy, you can get this book from Amazon, And I think it's a life-changing book for people who've been through trauma and they want to do something to help themselves. And a gentle reminder is that it's better for you to work with the healthcare professionals, whether you're a psychiatrist or you're a counselor or you're a social worker, and that way you have that professional support to kind of walk you on the journey of healing. So that's all for today, and I wish you all the best. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.